What a day, yeah. Because you're mine, 'cause 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 you're mine. Because you're mine, 'cause you're mine, 'cause you're mine, 'cause you're mine, 'cause you are mine. Because you're mine, because you're mine, because you're mine, because you're mine, because you're mine. Because you're mine, 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 because you're mine. I wrote that song about 6, 8 years ago. because you're mine. Because you're mine. Because you're mine. Because you're mine. I love you all the time. Weird, isn't it? How you write songs, they just happen. That song that just sort of happened one February morning. The weather was really bad, it was raining, it was really horrible day. For some reason I was just playing this tune for hours and hours and hours and hours. Playing it for hours and hours and hours and hours. Hundreds of hours, and then eventually out came the words, and there was the song. And the song is called Because You Are Mine. And it's not really about anybody in particular, nobody. You know, but I don't have to tell you that, do I? But I thought I'd tell you today because songs are like that, you know. Oh, yeah, it's all sticking up. Oh, yeah. What's going on? What's happening to my head? What I did is I washed my hair today. Look, it's all sticking up. That's how the song was created. And just over there I've got my drum machine. I've got my drum machine going into a big amp, so I turned down low. I've got my electric guitar going into another amp, which is just behind the computer. So I've got this guitar, which is a Stag, going into a Marshall amp, and then I've got this other amp, and that's what that drum machine's banging into now in the background. So then you know how to make a bit of music, you know. Drum machine into an amp, guitar into an amp, but the guitar's going through an effects box as well. I forget what it's called, the Digitech. So I played that song hundreds of times in the past. It don't always come out right, and it sort of came out right this evening. That's because it was on my mind a couple of weeks ago. And what you find is it kind of works in your subconscious, you know. You've got something on the back of your mind, a tune that you played maybe 3 years ago, and it comes out. So, like all you people on Vandalism, you all inspire me, because when I listen to something it kind of makes me think of something I may have written, or I may like, or I may relate to, and we kind of all work by association. We listen to somebody, listen to the lyrics, listen to the song, listen to the sound effects, and then we kind of get the idea, or ideas, to do something else. That's why I thank you all. I know it sounds a bit untrue, but I do, you know. It's only because I'm tired, I'm really tired, you know. But it's worthwhile talking to people, you know, because like bands talk to their audience, you know. And they talk about how they got the song, or how it came about, or they don't, you know. Depends what kind of a high they're on. You know, if they're on a high, like playing, and they get into it, they don't usually talk about how they make it. But other bands do, you know, other bands talk about all kinds of things to the audience, you know. So that's it. I'm just going to go turn that drum machine off. Well, then I'll just change the drumming for a bit for you, so you get the idea. See, so you get the idea, don't you? That I've changed the drum sound. It's just like a lower number from number 5 to number 4. That's a nice background sound. You can play a guitar to it, or you can sing to it, or do anything. So I could have that drum beat going, and I could be going like this with my drumstick. I could bring my drum kit down and I have one of my hi-hats here. Look like this. So my friend, who's a drummer and a guitarist, he used to forever go into pubs with him, and then when people were enjoying themselves, when they had the jukebox going, he'd start drumming, you know, on the table. He'd have his beer there, and I'd have my beer kind of there, and all of a sudden he'd start drumming, and he'd drum like a maniac, you know, like a real good drummer, and everybody kind of start listening to him, and they'd all start cheering because he was a real drummer. Once he starts getting off on the jukebox, you know, in the room, and everybody else is having a good time, he starts drumming, and everybody else starts fucking drumming, you know, and singing and all that. So then everybody's had a good night. So that's that. I'm sort of recreating that same vibe, you know. So I do it from home. I do it from home now because I don't go out, but I used to. So that's it. That's the song. It's called Because You Are Mine, and it isn't about anybody in particular. It's just, you know, a tune. I think you like it best when I kind of just put my head down like that and have a sleep, don't you? Because you think it's funny, and of course it is. It's very funny. Watch, here we go. And what's so funny about it is, if you are actually playing in a studio, or whatever you're doing, what you find is, you keep your drums on or whatever, and you fall asleep, you will start to dream things, and that's when you will find that you create songs. You kind of create songs last thing at night, or when you've got a drum machine going, and you wake up in the morning and your subconscious has got it going, and it's kind of like really early in the morning and last thing at night is when your kind of brain is very receptive to inspiration, because you're kind of not so rational. You know, when you're rational and not tired, you don't really compose. You do, but you work at it, but eventually a kind of sleep dream sequence has to take over to finish the song off for you. And that's it.